Shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's Elliott. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Still leaves them with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball on the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Well, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
First carry now for Paul Perkins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. In motion left, Shepard. To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. That's going to be a loss of 15 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Webb. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 30 yards there. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a 1st down throw. Webb. A dump off to the flat for Perkins. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. David Irving, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long?
All right, here we go.
Webb to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Olivier Vernon in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And his guys are going to take over at the 3rd. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On 1st and 10, Webb. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's got room. Past the 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the best rivalries going. We'll have the Ravens and Steelers for you at 8:30 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday night, another divisional matchup. This time it's the Pats heading down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Nice twofer there.
On first down, it's Webb. He's going to go up top again. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. A play fake, now Webb. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Stephen Paya in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long?
Let's go.
Now Webb. Flush to, and a big loss here as he's taken down. David Irving in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. It's taken to the 26. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's gonna look deep down the field. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Here we go now.
On 2nd down, Webb. Webb can't escape as he goes down. Jalen Smith coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long? Webb now from the gun. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, they're in the 2nd quarter now. And the Eagles out in front early. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. First down carry by Elliott. 20. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. First throw now for the backup Manning. And he fires one, and the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jason Pierre-Paul. But now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. On 1st down, Manning. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 23.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down. Gallman will run it, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Manning to throw on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Shotgun now for Manning. He's going to let this one go deep. Looking for his receiver sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, Mahomes. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Chris Conley as the first half is winding down, and the Cowboys will extend their lead. And it is now 21-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break. Webb. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Able to get there and pick it. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And this one's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
All right, here we go.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's going to go deep for Conley. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interception. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Sean Lee, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long?
All right, here we go.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing on 3rd and long. Webb looking for Shepard deep. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Shift together here from the D-line. After the penalty, it's Elliott. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Here we go now. Green 3.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 3. Now, Marty. No. Check. Patriot.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. The Giants on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Webb. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Let's go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now a 1st down throw. Webb. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. David Irving in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Well, the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, third quarter down in Arizona, making a full 2-touchdown lead now for the Titans. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They go play action here on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there to fit. The Cowboys on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. Green.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Second down following the incompletion. Throwing again. Webb. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Over the middle to Evans. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's Webb. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Mahomes now on first down. Going right side, he has Winton. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Cowboys on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes. Complete to Jason Witten. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Olivier Vernon in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. On second down, here's Mahomes. He's going to go deep for Conley. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Cowboys on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They go play fake. Mahomes. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but it was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's that's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. New York set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. First and 10, Webb. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Here we go now.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On second down, Webb. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Watch 88, watch 88. Leopard!
Out of the gun, it's Webb. And now here is another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. He's got room to run past the 20. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Bailey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Will tie the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Here we go. 319. 319. All right, now look at Leopard. Set. Blue 90.
Here's Gallman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Elsewhere across the league, 4th quarter action in Los Angeles. And it's the Rams extending their lead as they've just put more on the board. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. Try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty.